Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Teleislas News with the most important news of the day. The entire country is carrying out today the National Emergency Response Drill. The prevention exercise began in San Andres in the early hours of the morning.
The national drill began at 8 a.m. and was installed by Governor-in-Charge Luis Viloria in the facilities of the departmental administration with the purpose of coordinating and generating actions to respond to a natural emergency that may occur in the territory. In this opportunity, the main emergency would be a Category 5 hurricane. This is how the activity began.
This morning, we're right here making the exercise of the simulation. We have approximately 35 entities that involved right here with this exercise. With the governor, Dr. Ever Hawkins Green, president of the department, and the council risk management, we are making this exercise. The idea is that the community participate more in this exercise. We have the antecedent that with Hurricane Eta and Iota, we get affected last year. So the idea is that we can prepare better to affront this hurricane season that it will end the 30th of November.
In addition to the departmental government facilities, another of the key scenarios of the most important prevention exercise in the country was the Port Society.
The participation of the Port Society is very important, considering that there is only one port in the department and it is where 90% or a little more of the island supply comes in. This is why it is a neuralgic and relevant point to carry out this type of event in the department.
During the course of the activity in San Andres, the planning, coordination, and communication processes between public and private entities and the community were applied and validated for the effective response to an emergency. In the afternoon, an assessment of the drill will be delivered.
But this national drill was not only carried out in the government facilities. The activity also moved to early childhood entities and medical institutions.
From 9 o'clock in the morning, the National Emergency Response Drill was carried out at the Colombian Institute of Family Welfare at the Villarreal Clinic. The purpose of this activity is for companies and institutions to strengthen their processes to know how to act in case of an emergency.
El día de hoy participamos en el Simulacro Nacional de Emergencia.
Today we participated in the National Emergency Drill in which the administrative staff was evacuated. 35 people were evacuated, including the police health personnel, among whom one person was injured with minor injuries, but thank God he is stable. This person was treated by the health personnel.
Se realizó la actividad sobre una evacuación ya atendiendo
The evacuation activity was carried out attending the alarms for the evacuation of any eventuality that may occur on the island for fire or hurricanes. We have approximately 23 children who participated in the evacuation attending the alarm with biosecurity protocols.
The National Unit for the Attention of Disaster Risk was monitoring each of these drills, where the proper feedback was made for these entities to continue strengthening their ability to respond to emergency, especially the passage of hurricanes.
Today, a business day is being held, which is an opportunity for those who are interested in knowing about different business engaged in agriculture. This is in our department and nationally.
Good evening to all the TV viewers who connect with us in Teleislas News. I say hello from here from the farmers market, because from hours in the morning they are making a business day where they are trying to connect different agriculture business people around the country with the agriculture people from our department. This is organized by the Ministry of Agriculture at national level.
Well, for a few weeks now, we have been doing an exercise of identification of producers, farmers, and fishermen of the department. We have arrived today to a number of more than 20 organizations of producers and fishermen of all the department, not only of San Andres but of Old Providence as well. And here I would like to emphasize that today we are accompanied by 5 organizations of fishermen and producers of the island of Old Providence. The exercise today also has the presence of 16 informal workers and 41 companies interested in buying in the product. The rest are virtually, but the important thing is that we are seeking to bring to the buyers the supply of agricultural and fisheries origin products.
We also talked to the Secretary of Agriculture of our islands, who told us the importance of this event for the reactivation of the economy.
Through the Secretariat, we are supporting the ministry in this business roundtable, and it is a journey that started in August with training to enter the subject of negotiations. And to be honest, this is very important for the department. This will lead us to reach more agricultural entrepreneurs and be supported by this process.
This is all the information I report from here from the Farmers Market. Continue in studio with more information.
Thank you. A situation that causes outrage to the Raizal authority occurred this morning on the department. The Raizal community, in the company of the department government, attended the sector of Simpsonwell and Barker and found illegal construction on the land belonging to the government.
Hello, Salua, good afternoon. Well, yes, we are here in this sector, in this neighborhood. Well, neighborhood, according to the Raizal authority and according to the members of the community, an illegal neighborhood that is being built here in this section right beside the departmental hospital. So the government gives some declaration about what is the situation here the people are in, the people that are constructing or building house illegally, as how he how he clarified to Teleislas News. So Teleislas News spoke with the president of the Raizal authority and also with members of the community to talk about the situation here.
Apparently, there is an invasion of a property that belongs to the nation, to the gobernación, a property that once belonged to the SAI, and the SAI delivered it to the gobernación, which means it cannot be reclaimed by particular. It cannot, there can be no way to have a license or any written document to it. So we are here as a witness to make sure that the process is done in the correct way.
A very sensitive and delicate situation is described by members of the Raizal authority as they approached this property this morning. They found about 10 illegal construction in this property that belongs to the departmental government. In his visit and inspection to this site, and after talking with both parties, both the community that resides in the property and the Raizal authority, the interim governor stated the following.
Hay unas intervenciones que hemos visto.
There are some interventions that we have seen and denoted. There is a parceling, there is a construction issue that is totally illegal because it is not supported by any documentation that establishes within the departmental government.
For his part, the former deputy Arlington Howard would also present, who stated that through a resolution, this property was handed over to the administration for recreational and cultural purposes.
We got 2 big pieces of land in a Simpsonwell when you come inside, where we make from the Asamblea Departamental, then fight and understand say they have to deliver it to the department, we can benefit the whole community. Coralina manifests that it have to be, we can generate one reserve, we can look about the mine and the something at the Biosphere Reserve.
The in-charge Governor Luis Viloria was clear and was really clarified that this is an illegal construction here in this neighborhood or in this section here beside the departmental hospital here in the island. So Teleislas News will be following up on the rest of procedures, the rest of process they will be carrying out to will take a decision what will happen to the people here where they build right here, where they live here in this section. This is all the information. Salua, Sylvette Mitchell Archibald for Teleislas News.
Thank you, Sylvette. And as Teleislas News had previously reported, the Administrative Court of the Department issued a sentence 083 in favor of the protection of collective rights and interests, in which it decides on the lawsuit against the Ministry of National Defense and the National Police for the land that's in front of the police headquarters. According to the Raizal leaders, this decision does not favor them.
The dispute property is the state located in front of the National Police Headquarters and behind the former Office of Control Circulation and Residence Ocre, in which adults from the community threw a peaceful demonstration for the property to be handed back to the administration for cultural activities were settled under tents for several weeks in past years. Before the ruling of the court, Ophelia Livingston was one of the people who delivered and was aware of the case, she stated.
Basically what the fire is saying is that the police have the right to build what they have to build, but they have to leave a space for us. We did not ask for a space. What we ask is the fulfillment of the law 1551 that says that the whole property should return to the Gobernación, and we as Raizal have the rights to define what we want with that piece of property. Independent of what they say, that they have to read in Creole, that is not so important for us. What I'm saying that we are not agree, and we're going to the Consejo de Estado for them to decide this case, because giving the police the piece of land and say we can go beside it, the police, they are very abusive. We know, I agree, because when we go back with activity, they want to say, you can't seguridad, you can't pass, you can't this, and that is just going to be a chaos.
According to Livingston, the processes will continue, and the objective is for the Council of State to be the one to decide.
Yesterday evening, a security overflight was conducted with different members of the military forces.
This news team accompanied this overflight that sought to ensure the safety of all the inhabitants of the department.
El día de hoy vamos a efectuar un patrullaje sobre la isla de San Andrés.
Today we are going to carry out a patrol over the island in coordination with the National Police. On land, we will still have a group of the National Army, the National Navy with the Marine Infantry and the police. We are going to patrol the coastline and the different neighborhoods of the island in order to provide protection to other personnel of the island and to verify any situation or news that may arise at the moment while we are patrolling with the police, the army, and the navy.
The captain also shared that during these night patrols, night vision equipment is used.
Ahorita mismo la aeronave es un helicóptero Bell 412 que tiene capacidad.
Right now, the aircraft has night vision capability. Likewise, it has a crew with a rescuer, and we are going to do an overflight at approximately 3,500 and 20,000 feet, and everything you see, the technicians reported, and then it is reported to me.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Hello, here are the best sports of the island. Today is a special day. Colombia selection is playing in football, and with the support of the departmental government and the Secretariat of Sport, the second National Karate Interligas and Interclubs Classificatory Championship was organized for Colombia selection here in San Andres.
The event began today at the facilities of Teleislas, where more than 23 delegations from different departments of the Colombian National Territory will participate. The president of the Colombian Federation, Eliezer Solera, spoke to us about this tournament with more details.
Este campeonato cuenta con la participación.
This championship counts with the participation of 23 leagues of the country, approximately 665 competitors with officials, delegates, and judges. We are coming there about 1,000 people, and the main objective is to continue with the calendar of our national sports system, meet the agenda that has been programmed by the Federation and annual events, and besides that contribute to San Andres Islands in its process of economic reactivation and maintain this process of reopening after this pandemic that is allowing us to meet again and integrate into the sporting activities. For the first time in 50 years since the Federation was founded, a championship of this type is being held in this event center at the Hotel Teleislas. Here we have Atlántico, Antioquia, Bogotá, Bolívar, Boyacá, Cauca, Caldas, Córdoba, Cundinamarca, Casanare, Chocó, Huila, Meta, Guajira, Quindío, Tolima, Risaralda, Magdalena, Sucre, Norte de Santander, Valle del Cauca, Nariño. All the leagues are representing us here.
San Andres will be participating with an outstanding group of athletes who will seek to leave in high the colors of the flag of the Insular Department.
And in Battlefield, Brooks Hill was visited by Tony Diaz, the renowned businessman and organizer of the international baseball tournament that is held every year in the United States, Miami, Florida. The visit of the renowned Cuban businessman was due to the effort of Professor Laudine Smith with the support of the departmental government and its Secretariat of Sport. The reason for this visit was to invite again the island clubs to travel to the United States to participate in this World Tournament of the Children Baseball, and also to seek to help with the contribution of the minor leagues of the island baseball. This is what the Cuban businessman told us.
We are an organization dedicated to making international tournaments in the city of Miami. We have been doing this hard work for 12 years, and I am here promoting our event, supporting Loma Roots, who participated in our tournament last year, in the extraordinary work done by Professor Laudine to bring these kids to compete in Miami. It is inequitable, and the truth is, she worked hard to take them and live the experience of playing a world championship in Miami. First, it is to share with different cultures. They get to share with teams from Puerto Rico, Mexico, Panama, Dominican Republic. That is to say, there is a variety of countries participating in our event, and that is a very important thing. Sharing with other teammates. They stay friends. They follow each other on Facebook, on Instagram, and on WhatsApp. That is one of the things that they leave us satisfied with at the end of the day as we conclude the tournament. We do the inauguration at the Marlins Stadium, where all of them participate. They walk around the field representing their country, and then they go to the stands to watch the Marlins Professional League game.
An important experience for our little baseball players by traveling to Miami, Florida.